Hello guys, and welcome back to another full-length game of TFT. In today's game, we're gonna go Yasuo carry. I've been wanting to make Yasuo as an AD carry work for a while. In this game, we actually hit a really good angle for it. We start this game off with Karma with the chain. And ideally I'm gonna use this chain to build a Sunfire. Sunfire is one of my favorite items early game. So a lot of the time I'll go for belt opener. And if I can't get the belt, I'll take chain. And here we get some gold and we get a champion duplicator. Normally I use this one to 2-star dragons. And it usually means that you can roll down even earlier, because you only need to hit the dragon pair to get a 2-star dragon. We already got an Ashe from Orb, so let's pick up this Taric so we can play around Jade early game. And let's pick up the Senna pair as well. Here we get a glove. And we hit our Senna. Let's play Jade for now and build this Senna too, because we probably want to play this early game. Also want to pick up this Brown so we can play Guardian, but let's just hold this Nidalee for now. Hopefully we get some gold here so we can buy it. And here we get Swain and we get a Yuna. Let's sell the Yuna and buy Braum instead. And sell the Nidalee and buy this set. So now we have 2 roots that we can play. We have Dragonmancer and we have Jade. Here I don't like Three's Company. I don't think it's a whole lot of value for a tier 2. And we're not playing Mirage. So let's take the Ornn item. We get Anime Visage, Infinity Force and Mana Zane. I think Infinity Force is the best one here. It's very easy to streak with this one early game. Gives you a lot of combat power on your board. Let's pick this up, sell this set for the gold, level and play Senna. And then we put the Infinity Force on her. We're also gonna give her the glove, because the extra crit chance might make a difference in the following fights. And we definitely want to try to win streak with this board. And here we go, first fight of the game. We're facing off against another Senna 2. This fight comes down to a Senna 1v3. But our Senna manages to completely clutch it out and we get the win. In this shop we hit Taric pair and a Karma pair as well. Hopefully we can hit these units soon so we can keep win streaking. Here I want to sell the extra Senna and buy Lulu, because we are definitely not playing Senna reroll from this bet. Unfortunately our Senna is stuck here, so we need to look a little bit at positioning. Meanwhile we're fighting a level 3 guy with no upgrades, so this is looking like a free win. And we're on a 2 streak. On this stage I want to scout a bit, see if we can keep our win streak going, or if we should fast level to 5 to keep our streak. It looks like a lot of players are playing for streak here. A lot of upgraded units. It definitely looks like it could be a leveling diff. I'm playing this Braum as a big upgrade for our board, since we're severely lacking frontline right now. We have the damage, but the extra frontline could be really good for us. So here I'm gonna go ahead and sell the Lulu, level to 5 and play the Braum. And put the Senna here so she doesn't get stuck. I could have sold the Swain here, bought the Anivia and played it over Ashe or Karma. Would have been a slightly stronger board. But I want to hold this Swain for the option to play around Dragonmancer and Ragewing later into the game. And here we fight a pretty scary Olaf. It's still 1-star, but those items are scary. However, we do have the damage to deal with it. And we get to keep our streak. And for some reason, I decided to hold the Olaf here instead of holding the Anivia in my shop. That is definitely a misplay, although not a completely severe one. And on this carousel, I really want an item that can keep my streak going. There's no belt, so I can't make Sunfire. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this sword. I'm going to use it to slam an Infinity Edge. It's gonna scale off of the Infinity Force and give our Senna a lot of damage. And we also hit the Taric too, which is huge. Big upgrade for our frontline here. Here I do pick up this Gnar and play it over Karma, because the CC might come in handy, and we already have enough damage on our board. Let's sell the Karma and bounce off the chain. Sell the Olaf here, so we have 9 gold, and maybe we can make 10 if we win this one. And let's put the chain on Taric for a little bit of extra frontline. And man, just look at the center damage. We destroy this Tahm Kench in no time. The Gnar goes in, CCing, and attacking the backline. And meanwhile this Senna is just dealing insane amounts of damage already. 4 streak and 10 gold. The spot is looking very good already. So here I decide that I might want to hold this Twitch. It would be a really good next in, and we're kinda going away from the idea of playing Dragonmancer. So let's sell the Swain, so we have the potential of making 20 next round. If I don't win, I'm just gonna sell the Twitch and make 20 like that. If you can make 20 at this stage, that's a sign of really good econ, so you should always aim to do that. That early econ is just gonna get you snowballing really nicely into stage 3 and the late game as well. Here we're fighting a Nami too with Archangels, which can be pretty scary if the Nami gets time to scale. Luckily we have this Senna, who's just bombing his frontline even through the Nami heals. And it doesn't take long to take down the rest, and we're on the backline. Looks like a win. And the win is ours. Meaning we have a 5 streak with 20 gold going into Crux. That is so good for us here. In this next shot we hit a brown pair. And from Crux we get another chain. And we also get a sword. Plus a little bit of gold, so let's make 30 here. Since we have a big streak and a good unit to play, I'm gonna level and play this Twitch for Guild and Swift Shot. We can do it and stay about 30 gold, and hopefully like this we can keep on streaking. The extra attack speed is gonna do a lot for this Senna with the items she already have. And here I'm gonna go ahead and slam the BF sword as well for a little bit of extra damage. And our board is very strong now, this early into the game. This guy barely gets to kill a single unit. And for this second augment, we have a Prismatic. I don't have a unit to put Thieves' Glass on, and I don't think item grab bag is very good. So we're gonna take Celestial Blessing here. It doesn't do a whole lot for our board right now, but it's gonna help us a lot with scaling into the late game, since this augment just gets a lot stronger as the game progresses. And here we are fighting another Senna player. He went for the double grab bag. So he managed to slam a farm. And it looks a little close here, so I'm thinking about slamming Edge of Night. If it could make the difference between winning and losing, I would slam it. But we win anyways, and keep our streak. And here we hit the Braum 2. Super solid upgrade for our team here. And we also pick up the Tristana. So we have the option to play Cannoneer. I still don't think it's stronger right now, because the extra attack speed from Twitch guild bonus is for our whole team, and he also gives Swift Shot to him and Ashe. And meanwhile the Tristana only buffs herself and the Senna. But we keep the Tristana for now. It's a pretty solid next in for our team. And here we're fighting this scary Olaf again. 3 items on him now. The Olaf is scaling. And we might be in trouble here. Oh, never mind. The Senna just exploded the Olaf. And now this guy doesn't really have a whole lot of damage left. We are on the backline. And it's another win. Now I really want this build here. Sunfire would be an amazing item for our team, because we have a fully upgraded frontline and a lot of tankiness from Jade as well. But unfortunately the belt gets taken. So instead of the belt, we're gonna go for a last item for Senna. We're gonna go and take this bow. And now we can slam a Giant Slayer on Senna. And here it's only 16 gold to level, meaning we can level to 7 and stay above 40 gold. And here we play the Tristana to get Cannoneer online. And here we're fighting a Deja. So this guy high-rolled a Deja at level 6. And he has Cavalier Emblem on his board. He also has Best Friends, which is one of the better augments for Deja. So he is very strong. Our Senna's throwing an amazing snipe here between the front line. But unfortunately this Deja is destroying our front line. And he's on the Senna now, who is stuck on this Leona. We get into the overtime, and unfortunately we lose our streak here. There is a Saya here in our shop, and for a brief moment I actually consider playing it. But unfortunately this unit is so weak in this patch that you don't really want to play it. I actually rather have the guild bonus from Twitch here. And now we're fighting the Nami player again. He slammed a Jewel Gauntlet on his Nami, so she might actually do some damage now. But this Gnar ult actually cucked him so hard. Most of his team is already gone. And it's an easy win going into Wolves. And here at Wolves we hit an Idas. So let's see what the Shimmer Scale item is. Gold Mentor Staff. Not really good into our board. I was hoping for Draven's Axe or Gambler's Blade. And we also pick up the Sona here. Maybe we want to pivot into Corgi from the spot. However, I do decide to play Idas for one turn. And put the staff on Twitch. Because maybe we can farm some gold off of these wolves. And Twitch actually gets a kill and gives us +2 gold. We also get a remover, a BF sword, and a tier. Let's pick up this Lulu pair. And the Saya we are just gonna ignore. I don't want to play this unit. And let's put the Cannoneers back on our board. So here I'm trying to mentally prepare, because I decide that I'm gonna 4-2 it, going level 8 next turn, and roll it down, and see if we can hit a carry, so we can get some value from this champion duplicator. Here we're fighting double featherweight, Ezreal 3 and Karma 3. That's a pretty scary combo. We killed the Brown. And we also got the Taric down, but it's a little too late. And we take a loss here. From this spot I don't really know what I'm playing yet. And I don't like Penitence at all, and we're not guaranteed to play Jade this game. I do like Stand United. This is a super solid augment. But we already have Prismatic Celestial Blessing, so the first aid kit is just gonna scale so hard off of the healing we get from this one. Here we're level 8, and now it's time to roll it down. We found Aesol, and we find a Soraka here. We're not playing Aesol with these items. I'm looking for an AD dragon, either Shiryu or Siphon. Gonna sell the Idas, And keep on rolling here. And finally we hit this banger of a shop. Yasuo, Siphon and Sonatu. We sell the Senna, sell the Guardian frontline, buy the Sonatu, but we can't afford the Siphon at this point. So the pivot kinda failed here. We have the Siphon on bench and we can't slam any items. At this point I think I'm going Siphon carry, so I don't want to slam the 80 items on Yasuo. And meanwhile this guy hits Siphon too, so we're taking a pretty bad loss here, unfortunately. Now it's time to get a hold of our board and finish the pivot. We slam Edge of Night on Yasuo here. And let's get the Siphon in. We need to play Silas as well for Bruiser and Whisper. And now we can fit 3 Jade while keeping Evoker. And let's position around the Jade statue like this. Let's put the items on Siphon and see if we can actually win a fight with this. I'm also slamming a Frozen Heart here on Yasuo. It's pretty decent on him because he can go past the front line and slow the back line. And it actually looks like this comp is working out. We have some really solid frontline carries and our backline is also doing a lot of work here. On this carousel I'm supposed to get the belt, but it gets snatched right out from under me by the guy with Metabolic Accelerator. We'll get another chain instead. Here we hit a Corki, and from this spot I want to keep on rolling down. I'm thinking that I need to hit another Siphon so I can use this champion duplicator and get a Siphon too. Ooh, that's a Bard. We definitely want to play him, so let's sack Jade now. And since I'm sacking Jade, I want to play this Lulu over Anivia. Lulu is slightly better here. We keep Invoker while also gaining Mystic. His units are clumped, so we get a pretty good Siphon ult, very good Senna ult, and a super good Yasuo ult here. And look at Siphon's health, he just keeps on healing back to full because of CB, while Soraka is healing from the backline as well. I decide that I'm not gonna go for the Ornn here. I want to keep on playing Silas to keep the 4 Whisper. And I don't want to play a 3rd Bruiser. Here we hit a Zoe. Maybe we can fit Mage into this comp. Could play Nami plus Zoe. But we hit a Lulu too. So I don't think we're playing Nami plus Zoe now that we hit the Lulu. Don't really want to sack this Soraka either. Her healing also scales off a first aid kit. So it's a lot of value to play this unit. Gonna put the Siphon middle and put Sona towards the left side, so they both get a good angle into this next fight. We're facing the double featherweight guy. He's super clumped, so we get some really good ults here from all of our units. Look at this Bard, he stuns his whole team. And he's having a really hard time killing the Siphon, who keeps on healing to full. He's still alive. The Celestial Blessing is doing work right now. And we managed to kill the last unit in overtime. I don't really want to spat here, so I think we're gonna reroll once. This is really tempting, these are some pretty good items. But I realized that we do not have any form of healing reduction. And we do need healing reduction in this comp. I really want to take this though. But I end up hitting refresh again. We get the belt and a Bramble Vest. Okay, let's just take this. Let's keep on rolling here. We hit Silas. We hit Soraka, so we have Soraka pair now as well. And here I'm thinking of doing this swap again, but I do not think it's stronger. We definitely want to keep the Soraka because of the first aid kit. And here we hit the Yasuo. So I'm gonna sell Zoe, buy the Yasuo, magnetic remove Siphon's items, put this guy in, and then we can bounce off the Frozen Heart and the Edge of Night. Let's put these items on Siphon. And let's put the Sunfire on Silas. Not really impressed by the Yasuo damage so far. But at this third ult, he just completely deletes the enemy team. Wow, we're in business. So I really want to position for these fights, because the Yasuo needs to get a good angle to hit a lot of units with his ult. And we're also playing Sona and Siphon, who are all very dependent on good positioning. We're gonna put it on right side here. And looks like it paid off. We get a really good angle here for all of our units. The Sona stuns everybody, and the Yasuo goes in and hits a super solid ult here. And meanwhile, he's just shielding and healing back up again. And it's another win. At this rate, I don't want to roll anymore. We're sitting on Soraka pair, but that's not really worth rolling for. So we're just gonna econ back up, maybe try to go level 9. It looks like we're pretty stable from this spot. I'm gonna keep on focusing on positioning here. Looks like both of these guys are on right side, so we put the Sona here and put these guys straight up in their face. And this looks really promising. Our Siphon goes the wrong way here, but he applies Whisper to the whole front line, and Yasuo follows up, and they're all dead. And now we are on the Deja. And it's another win. And on this carousel, I'm just gonna go for a Warmox for a Silas. He holds the Sunfire, so keeping him alive a little bit longer into the fight is really good for us here. For this fight, our Yasuo is a little bit far away from the Corki, but he still walks straight up, and the Sona's on the right side as well. He misses the Corki, but gets his Siphon. And here we get a showdown, his Mage Yasuo versus our AD Yasuo, and they miss each other. But our guy comes back and deletes everything. And from here we should be able to clean up this Siphon pretty easily. But we actually one-taps our Yasuo, but we get him in the overtime. And we still just want to econ up here. I want to go 9 on this board. We don't have to roll, we're strong enough. Now let's position. So we're against the Ezreal Karma reroller, the featherweight guy. He's clumped up, so we're gonna have a pretty easy time with this guy. We're gonna get a really good Yasuo angle here. Let's put him here, straight on the enemy team. We have perfect positioning for this guy, so this should be an easy win. Good ults all over. But his units are pretty tanky. He has a lot of 3 stars. Our Yasuo does manage to cut him down. We are on the Ezreal now. And it's another win. 8 streak going into neutrals here. Here we find another Bard. And here we have triple item, double Seeks plus a chalice. This is so high roll. This is exactly the items that we need. We already have full items on our core carriers, and this is just gonna buff up our whole team.
You'll see more with your eyes closed.
So I want to put the chalice on my backline, because they all benefit from AP. And then let's put the double Seeks on Lulu here, so we get more attack speed for Yasuo and for Siphon. And we are positioning for the Swain player here, so we want to stay on left side with our backline, and keep our front line like this here. Hopefully Yasuo is gonna sneak past and go straight on the backline here. And it looks good. He made it to the backline. He didn't hit the Swain, but he killed the whole team. Unfortunately, the Swain actually manages to gun down our carriers. And now we don't really have the damage to deal with him at all. So we take a loss here. And here we hit the Soraka too. That is definitely a Bard diff. Our legendary odds are already at 10%, because this Bard has been farming dudes for a while. And here we're facing off against Corki Siphon again. I'm hoping my Siphon will go to the backline here. But unfortunately the two Siphons bumped together here. Our Yasuo is still alive, dealing a lot of damage and healing a lot too. And meanwhile, Sona is still stunning from the backline. His Siphon gets to kill our backline, but the duo carry is still alive, and it's a win. Here we hit another Yasuo, might as well hold it, maybe win or play him at level 9. And from here it's down to a 1v1, so we really want to sweat positioning now. So it looks like this guy's gonna stay left side. We put the Yasuo here. And hopefully he's gonna go to the backline here. And he jumps from the Siphon to the Nomsi. And he's on the backline. We get a Bard ult. And Yasuo just floors this guy's team. And the guy FFs. GG. Thank you guys for watching this game with me. If you enjoy this type of videos, let me know in the comments. And remember to like and sub if you want to support the channel. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.